It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 3rd of May. I'm Michael Groff. A fairly seasonably warm weekend around here. Temperatures just a little bit above where they should be and will be dry, of course. But as we go into next week, a change in the weather pattern favoring low pressure across the southwestern United States and somewhat below average temperatures. And could we even see some precipitation? Well, let's talk about it first. We'll take a look at the almanac from yesterday. 88 degrees for the high in the valley. 64 was the morning low. The normals, 90 and 65. And outside right now, here at 11:30 a.m., we've got sunny skies in the valley. 84 degrees presently at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 30. Humidity 14%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. Temperatures out there right now, mostly in the 80s. There's a 90 showing up over at Collier, so it's already getting pretty toasty out there. The upper air look, we've still got a ridge building in here across the southwestern United States, and that's going to keep us warm and dry all weekend. Some high clouds will start to come in late in the weekend, though, as we'll discuss in just a moment. The watch warning map, we've got some flash flood watches in parts of the Arklatex region. There was a tornado warning earlier around Eagle Lake, Texas, a confirmed tornado on the ground there. Don't have any reports as to damage yet, but storm spotters confirm that. Otherwise, no high impact events happening right now. The severe weather outlook for today, we've got the standard slight risk in parts of West and South Texas, a marginal risk for some of the adjacent areas, as well as in parts of the middle Atlantic states. And how about this? Here's a graphic we haven't seen in a while, the tropics. Yes, it's a little early in the season for it. Normally, tropical season runs from June 1st through November 30th. But, weather doesn't always follow the calendar. And we do have a wave, an area of concern out there in the South Atlantic coast. And if this should happen to develop into a tropical system, it would get the name Andrea. And here's the precipitation outlook, valid through next Friday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts here in the valley, probably nothing. Totals across northern Arizona could be between about 1/4 and 1/2 inch, as we could see a period of unsettled weather, and there's still certainly a lot of question marks about it. We'll break it all down and take a look at it now as we check out the models. Seeing what the future may hold, here's the GFS. It's the 12Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. We'll start, as always, with the upper chart here. This is at about 18,000 feet in the atmosphere. And we've got a flat ridge building in here across the southwest, and that'll be the dominant feature for at least the next few days. So down at the surface, sunny skies today. High temperatures getting into the low and middle 90s. Tonight, clear skies, lows in the 60s. And then tomorrow, sunny again, highs in the mid 90s. Some of the guidance has tried to push us into the upper 90s. And certainly the warmest desert spots of southeast California and southwest Arizona might just creep up to the century mark. Sunday, kind of the same thing, except we'll start to see some high clouds increase as more of a southwesterly flow takes over. So we'll call it partly sunny. High temperatures still in the low and middle 90s. On Monday, we've got a system moving onto the west coast and into the Great Basin ultimately, and that'll lead to upper heights coming down just a bit. It will be breezy at times, partly sunny skies, high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. On Tuesday, that system moves into the greater southwest, but I think the best moisture and dynamics will still be just to our north. So widely scattered showers and thunderstorms will be possible over northern Arizona, but here in the valley, I think we're going to stay dry for now. Obviously, this could change, and the models have certainly flip-flopped a little bit. The European is a little bit more bullish on moisture and even has some very light amounts of rain in here on Tuesday. But for now, I've kept the forecast for us here in the valley dry. But it will be breezy to locally windy at times, and yes, cooler, highs in the upper 70s and low 80s should be pretty nice. Wednesday, we're going to keep with the theme of unsettled conditions. Another low will be dropping into the Great Basin and may close off and hang around central or southern California for the rest of the week. And if that verifies, partly sunny skies would be in here, high temperatures, low 80s or so. Then as we go to Thursday, partly sunny skies, and that low now centered over central and southern California. And as it remains there for a while, could bring a bit more moisture into our area, so I've gone ahead and added a slight chance of showers into the mix for us here in the valley for next Thursday. High temperatures still holding in the low or maybe middle 80s, and we see this pattern continuing as we go out to a week from today. This is Friday the 10th. We still have that low out there, and still moisture would be coming in, and so at least a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. This run of the GFS kind of dry, the European far more bullish. In fact, it really cools us off, too, and brings in some pretty good rain chances. I think that might be overdone, but still, if this is correct, and certainly the global models are giving us the indication that this is the pattern that we're going to be looking for late next week, we would at least be cooler and maybe have a small chance of rain. Certainly some showers and thunderstorms would be possible in northern Arizona. Going out to Saturday the 11th, the low still lurking about in the southwest. So, yes, the chances of showers and storms, again, especially for the northern portion of the state, would continue, but maybe a shower here too. And same thing for the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday, May the 12th, Mother's Day. Yes, might still have a shower or storm around. Temperatures would remain below average. Curiously enough, the GFS keeps us dry here in the valley the entire time, but shows some pretty decent rain amounts in excess of an inch and upwards of maybe even 2 inches for northern Arizona. I don't think we're going to get that kind of precip total, but the idea of somewhat heavier rain just to our north and west seems very plausible in that setup. All right, let's check out the temperatures through the period coming off of the GFS Ensemble. A warm weekend ahead, but certainly nothing outrageous for the first week of May, and then temperatures cooling off to below average levels for much of next week, and we'll just have to see how long that lasts. The deterministic models seem to think it'll last much longer than the Ensemble. So we'll see. All right, that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here on Monday morning. And if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Your comments, questions, and suggestions are always encouraged as well. Be safe out there. Stay cool. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, everybody.